Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Ouch. What is this, like a shisha? How long has she been doing this?
I hope like people can start seeing Iran for its people.
Just about everywhere here, people just, they just hang out, friends and family.
The two different designs in one carpet. That it takes at least 2 years.
Alright guys, so we're in the mall. Got the window shop. They definitely believe in elaborate things, you can tell. Like, are they doing anything to keep this preserved, or what is the...
Salam, story?
How are you?
Forget yesterday and don't worry for tomorrow.
We do not hate any people.
It's a kind of...
It's me, my wife, my little son.
Good morning guys, and welcome back to another video. It is currently 6:30 a.m. We are here in the historical city of Kashan, Iran. We are about 250 kilometers outside of Tehran, and I'm just waking up and I'm at this lovely hotel. And before we get started, let me just kind of give you guys a little tour of this place. I mean, look at this. This is beautiful. Look at the stained windows. It's just, it is beautiful. I have this little mini courtyard. But anyways, a little bit about Kashan. Kashan is essentially like the center for like rose water, and they produce a lot of rose water, and they also export a lot of rose water, I believe, to Saudi Arabia. So rose water is plays a huge part in this area. And funny enough, I had some ice cream last night, and even the ice cream had rose water in it, so that was pretty cool to experience. But outside of that, we are going to. Seems like we have a jam-packed day, so I believe we're going to like visit some of the ice huts that they have here. Also, Kashan is known for its 19th century historical homes, and they're massive. And I do believe that Kashan experienced like an earthquake like in the 17th century, and I believe that's why they had to rebuild, and we see the current homes that we see now because of this earthquake. But yeah, super excited to get the day started. This is day 3 in Iran, and when I tell you, I'm having a blast. But anyways guys, we'll go ahead and get our day started, and yeah, I'll catch up with y'all soon. Well, I guess I can give you guys a mini tour, right? Again, this is the courtyard here at the hotel. And again, the stained glasses, these are all rooms. And this is my room there. And there's also like a top portion there. I'm gonna take you guys up there. I personally have not been up there yet, so it's gonna be my first time seeing it. But I do wanna give you guys a short room tour. And then this is my room. Diana, and sorry the light is crazy. TV is here, huge bed. The bed is it's pretty firm. I'm not a fan of firm beds, but it's clean, so that's what matters the most. Yeah, there's AC, and this huge yellow phone in the bathroom here. Nothing, shower head, pretty typical. So yeah, gets the job done. Alright guys, so we're at the top of the actual hotel, like this terrace, and you can look down here, you can see the actual bottom there. And then this is like the town, lots of old homes. And let's see, yeah, just old homes. I don't know what happened here, but yeah, you can see in the inside of that home. But yeah, these homes are super old, super hot out here. Just old, but they look so massive in the inside. It's interesting. Wow. Alright guys, so this is the breakfast area. So just waiting on breakfast to be done. I'm starving. It's 8 a.m. I think we have to get on the road at like 9. So I need to actually, I'm gonna head back in a few and just finish packing some of my bags. Let's take this. It's hot. So I'm a huge tea drinker. I try to drink as much tea as possible and stay away from coffee. So, yeah. So, good morning. Alright guys, different types of jam, some honey, bird. Okay. Fresh fruit. I have to have my fresh fruit and I have to, like, it's a non-negotiable for me. Thank you. Ah, nice. Thanks. Alright guys, so let's see. Yikes. Alright guys, so we're in a 19th century home here in Kashan, and it is one of the oldest homes here, is it?
It's one of the most well-decorated ones.
One of the
actually.
well-decorated, yeah. So this home was built by a merchant.
A great merchant who was like in the business of samovar and teapot.
So he was a great merchant that was like...
That's right, he was a great merchant. Actually, he has built his house in a way that was very common to build like the desert-style houses in Iran. So we got like, now here we are in the business section, or like the outer section that usually he was receiving his guests, business partners and all the stuff here. And here is really beautifully decorated. So it's a mix. It's a combination of Persian and European architecture, as you can see. So most of the colors are the colors that mostly use in like European, but like when we look at the ceiling, actually, when we look at the ceiling, this kind of architecture that we call the muqarnas is something that is very Persian. On the other hand, all the stories that we have around here are like Persian stories, like especially we can talk about this one.
This is a love story.
Shirin, Khosrow Shirin. And just in front of it, we have this same story, which is related to that one, which we call it Farhad.
Okay.
Shirin or Farhad, actually. So all Persian stories, and we have some other European things. For example, when you look at the border over there, these are all the buildings that we got in Andalusia from Spain.
Right.
And on the other hand, we got the other border. We can see the buildings, the painting of the buildings that we got in Italy.
I see.
So it shows those artists, they've been traveling with the king, or they've been traveling to those places. They have been, visiting those places, and they got the idea to do that. More importantly, as here was built at the time of our great Shah, Nasiruddin Shah, we got himself, his painting over there.
And this is
And
Queen
here
Victoria.
we got Queen Victoria.
Wow. So they have Queen Victoria here. So
Because
apparently,
they were
so apparently the Shah and Queen Victoria were really good friends. Which you'll find throughout a lot of the art here in Iran is that Queen Victoria has a strong presence here. I was surprised. I wasn't expecting this, but she's in a lot of places here. So
and the most important thing is that Queen Victoria, she has gifted like, it's not gonna be there.
Yeah,
she has gifted like the clock.
The clock.
So like the cuckoo clock.
The cuckoo clock. The cuckoo clock.
Yeah, our king, which was something, wow, something that was very new.
And then these little red pillars that are being held up by these little figurines.
So because it's the same thing that we have seen in Golestan Palace, so it was like a belief from at least Safavid period that usually the beasts and the lions are holding the world. So that's why, or holding the thrones, or holding like heavy things, So that's why we see the lions down there. In the bottom you see lion, beasts, and beasts again, lions, 2 lions here. So that's been a belief. So in the marble throne in Tehran also, we got the same story.
The same story.
Yeah, and the marble throne in Tehran, it was carried by the beasts, angels, and lions.
Guys, this is so beautiful, and I tell you, this place is extremely detailed. Even if you look up here, so this whole like painting on the ceiling actually mimics a rug that was once here, and these are like all their former shawls. Now this was once a home that maybe like 3 families lived in, so it's extremely large. There's rooms up here, There's rooms at the bottom. I assume there's like some rooms down there as well. But this is like the business center in this area as well. So again, very detailed and very beautiful. There's also some wind catchers at the top to help cool this massive place off. So again, it was extremely well designed, you know, before their time. So yeah, this is nice.
مثلا بشه تو هم یه عکسی کانتنتی میگرفتی من داشتیم کارو میکردیم مثلا ما فیلم میگیریم عکس از من میگیریم
No, I'm so amazed. I'm looking up. I can't even watch my footsteps.
Also, you can put my books also in your videos.
Your books,
This is
okay.
my bookshop.
Nice. All right, guys. So he has a bookshop here. Well, what kind of books do you have?
This is what I wrote by myself.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, written by yourself. You
This
write
is-
books.
Yeah, yeah.
Right. Okay.
Taste of My Land. This is the most famous recipe book in Iran. Before crazy coronavirus, I had cooking classes. People, they were coming to my house to learn about the Persian recipe.
Really?
So that's why I published this one.
Let's see.
This is me, my wife, my little son, and group of Israelis in my house. Iranian sea table, Iranian food, and this is a great one.
So, what is your favorite dish to prepare?
Look at this one. This one.
Oh, it looks good. So, what is it called?
Korme sabzi.
Kormez Shabzi.
Yes.
Okay, so it's like a herb stew. It has fresh herbs. It has spinach.
The
It has
beautiful
and mutton.
taste inside, it's because of the dry liming.
The dry mutton. Yo, this looks so delicious. Nice.
And this one, fesenjin. This is one of the Persian royal foods.
I think we had this
It
last
has
night.
like the pomegranate paste and walnut inside.
Nice.
So that's beautiful. And this one also is one of the beautiful ones.
It's called
Khoreshte qeime.
Koresh.
Khoreshte qeime.
Horeshte Gemehe.
Yes.
All right. All right, guys, I'm learning Persian over here. All right, nice. So this is his cookbook here. And what are the books are these? Are these just like
Like the history book.
history books,
novel,
okay?
Beautiful book of Hafiz, Sadi, Omar Khayyam, poetry book.
Poetry books, okay. These are all poetry
This
books.
is from Shahnameh, the epic of the king.
I see, okay.
It's beautiful.
Nice.
Hafiz.
Nice. All right, guys. So he has books. So if you come here, make sure you support him. Get some books. These are also books as well.
Those are also books here.
Okay.
From one of the most famous Persian contemporary poets,
Nice.
Sohrab Sepehri. He was from Kashan.
Kashan. And who's this lady here in this book?
This lady is also an older Persian poet.
Okay.
Parveen Ehtesami.
Parveen.
And this guy is the most famous Iranian painter in 19th century, Kamal al-Mulk. For the first time, he did his job in this house.
Really?
Then he was invited to Tehran and he did beautiful painting of Golestan Palace of Tehran. So this is the most famous Iranian painter in 19th century.
This is the pool in the center. So this pool actually helped cool the rest of the house off because from the wind, I guess it would like blow the cool air and stuff. So the engineering here is insane. It just goes to show you just how advanced these people were back in the day before they had like modern technology. You know, they knew how to, you know, work with what they had and, you know, cool their homes and, you know, store their food. And this is something that I've seen across many different of these regions, from Libya, you know, to Iraq and now to Iran. You know, they have these advanced techniques that they've used and that no one really talks about. It's pretty impressive. I know I couldn't do it. If you would ask me how to cool a home, I'd probably be like, I don't know what to tell you. Just look, it's just so detailed, just so intentional. Like just everywhere you look, there's detail in these places. Even up here, it's just extremely detailed. Salam. What is that? Some herbs? Grass?
Yeah, this
Oh,
is
okay.
like
Aromatic herb.
this is like
You eat it?
coriander, for example.
You just eat it?
No, not like that. No, like
Oh.
that. No. We use it in our food.
Oh, okay. It's like spices.
This,
Taste?
this.
mint.
Oh, it's crispy.
We just add it. Oh, it should be dry.
Yeah, it's dry.
We add it on top of the, for example, yogurt. When you want to have yogurt, you're gonna add it to this.
This is good. He made this?
I mean, they make it here. Yeah. different kind of like
bro.
herbs they make here.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
Thank you,
dry
brother.
herbs, like the dry coriander, dry deals, and the dry rose petals. So Kashan is a city of roses. So that's why we got so many different types of rose petals here.
They eat these?
No, again, we add it to our desserts.
Oh, okay.
We make like halwa, or we make any kind of desserts, ice cream, whatever.
see.
You're gonna add it, or you can have it with your tea or coffee.
Really?
Yes, of course. It's gonna give it aroma and a nice smell as well. Just smell it, yeah? You see?
I want to. Oh, it smells really good,
Yeah,
guys.
it's great.
Hey, can you put this like this sit in your home, like for scents as well?
No, not
Not
for
really?
the scents.
It's mainly
no,
for, like,
they got
food.
like the perfume and all this
perfume?
stuff, the extracts of the rose water, which
Okay.
you can use it as a instead of a perfume, you know.
I see. Okay.
But this one we use it mostly for tea, coffee,
desserts.
or like these different kind of desserts.
Salam. Salam. Salam.
How are you?
Good. How are you, brother?
Thanks so much.
Good. This is your
Welcome.
shop.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, guys. This is another bookshop. Looks like there's some English books, German books, Italian and Spanish books. I don't know none of these languages, so we're gonna stick to the English section. This is the only language that I know. These are like all some poems. There's like some Persian poems here. Let's see.
So these are like different types of Shahnameh. I mean,
What's
these
a
are
Shah-
all the same. The context is all the same.
What's a Shahan?
Shahnameh is like the greatest epic book in our history that was composed and written by Ferdowsi, who was living back in 1100 years ago. And this is like 54,000 lines of poetry. 54,000 lines.
Lines of
And it took
poetry.
almost 30 years to be composed.
Really?
30 years, yeah.
Someone,
And-
it's insane. Like that's beautiful. People would dedicate their lives.
And it's
like,
so important because we believe that for like 220, 50 years, the Farsi wasn't forgotten, but when Arabs invaded Iran, it was like
They forced
quite
it.
forbidden
Right.
to speak Farsi, to write in Farsi. And afterwards, we got like semi-autonomous Persian, dynasties in Iran, started by Tahirian in northeast of Iran, in Khorasan.
Right. Some currencies up there. No U.S. dollars? Dang.
Yes.
US dollars.
Oh. Yeah. Guys, I'm so blind. I'm so blindsided by these other currencies. I'm like, I didn't even see the U.S. dollar. I guess because I'd see it all the time. Yeah. Sure. Yeah. Okay. Jamming. What's up? What's up? Some pigeons. My dad collects pigeons, so I know he would love these pigeons, and I know he knows the type of breeds. I can definitely tell you he has one of these because I've seen those pigeons with the little feathers on his feet. So I know my dad has one of those. I know he has some of these. I think I've seen these in his cage. I'm not sure if it's the exact same color, but I think I can remember it. But I think he has all these pigeons. He has like so many different breeds of pigeons, so I wouldn't be surprised.
We're gonna see another beautiful traditional house.
Okay. When I come back, I want some ice cream. All right. So we're about to see another traditional home. Who is this man up here? Someone that died? He died?
Yeah,
Oh.
I mean, yes. This is like a cemetery.
Oh, this is a cemetery here.
You see, we got a holy shrine here. And
All right,
the
guys.
descendants of Prophet Muhammad and the cemetery of people.
Okay, there's a cemetery here. You can see the like the plaques on the floor. So they're all buried there. And this is the shrine.
It's quite common in Iran.
All right, we are at
Tabatabai
we're at
Historical
Tabatabai Historical House. That's the closest we get.
This house has got different entrances, but this is one of the main entrances for the family. Usually at the entrance of the houses in Iran, in traditional houses, we got a space that we call it hashti, or octagonal, because it's like 8-sided, plan, as you can see. It's been working like a lobby. It's been working like a lobby. So when somebody won't come into the house, they could like rest here a bit, so till the guys come in to see them. And also it's been keeping the privacy of the house. So from here you cannot see anything.
Right.
You cannot see the family section, you cannot see the business section, you're not going to see anything. So it was providing the privacy, and for Iranians, privacy was the most important.
Oh wow.
This one. This is way larger than the other one. And it's older as well. So it was built some 200 years ago by Mr. Tabatabai, who was like one of the greatest merchants in Kashan actually. So the house itself is something like almost 5,000 square meters.
Wow.
It has got 4 courtyards. The biggest courtyard is here. It's one of the central courtyard, or the courtyard of the outer courtyard. So again, like the other house, we got a business section over there, the outer section, and we got the family section here. So in the family section, we got 2 courtyards, and he himself, the owner, Mr. Tabatabai, was living in this big room in the family section. And actually here has been used for making movies, producing movies here. So we got at least 1 or 2 TV series and movies having been directed and been made here.
Nice.
So let's go down. So in these desert houses, it was very necessary to have a basement. So you can see the temperature difference actually.
Yeah, it's cooler in here.
Usually like 10 to 15 degrees.
Yeah, so much cooler in here.
So much cooler. If out there is like 40 degrees right now,
I would have
down
my
here is 25 degrees.
I would have my room down here. Like put my room here.
But something which is very interesting here, that we got a wind tower and you can feel the wind.
The wind coming in.
Yeah, you can feel the wind. But actually here is even more advanced. Because we got the underground water channel around here. It was like all the time circulating around the house. And not only because, Kashan, cities like Kashan, like Nain, like Yazd, these cities in summertime, they are super hot. And not only super hot, but super dry.
I see.
Okay, to avoid the heat, we got a wind tower. We got to provide the wind. But you need something to make it a bit humid because it's super dry. So what we need is water. So the water was circulating here. We got a mix of water and wind, so it's going to add a little bit of humidity to the place.
Right.
But then this house, the base of the whole house is built by the mud bricks. So what you need is to avoid. It's like not to let it to destroy your building. So that's why we have the dehumidifying channels. So these channels here, they were working as dehumidifying channels. So if we got extra humidity, it was going to, through these channels, we were just getting rid of that. And these are all summer rooms. And, what you have?
All right, the summer room.
How symmetric it is, huh?
Yeah. Oh, this is beautiful. The glass windows. Alright guys, this is it for the historical house, the second one. It's really beautiful, just like the rest of them. Oh guys, I had some really good like this lemonade with rose water in it and some kind of seeds in it. So delicious. And I had this ice cream, it was so delicious as well. I feel so refreshed. So now we're making a quick stop. Alright guys, so these are the ice houses, but I call them pyramids because they look like little mini pyramids. And these things are really neat. Wow. This thing is massive. Look at that. Looks like it has like some circular carvings going around it, and it seems to be pretty well preserved as well. Of course, the little chips and stuff. This is all made out of like some hard clay.
Clay and straw.
Yeah, clay and straw.
Straw. Yeah,
Straw. Looks like there's some bricks somewhere over there. Ouch! Tight as hell. All right.
They've been storing all the ice inside the place.
Can we jump in?
And not this one, you know, bro.
Dang, bro.
It's
Look
super
how
deep.
deep this place is.
At least like 6 meters deep, and it's like the height should be at least like 15 to 18 meters.
So they've stored ice in
yes,
here?
actually. So I'm gonna explain this in Maywood anyway.
Okay.
But actually, in these kind of places,
Uh-huh.
we have had walls around here. Around this ice house, there has been walls.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have them anymore. So, and we have had like these very shallow pools that in winter time, we've been filling them with water, and it was frozen at night because it was getting really cold because we're in the desert, and the weather and the temperature fluctuates a lot.
See.
So then we got the frozen ones, we got the ice, and then they were taking ice into the ice house, and they've been keeping it in the ice house. So both the travelers in old time and also the people, the ones who've been living in Kashan, they could use this ice, especially during summertime. So imagine, it was so good. Summertime, 40, 45 degree, you don't have any cold water, but come in here, buying some ice,
Yeah.
and keeping it in your water, and it was going to keep the water for hours and hours. Quite cool. So those caravans, the people who've been traveling around here, because it was close to the like Silk Road, and Kashan was a very like important city, like commercial wise. So lots of caravans were going through the city. So they were, stopping here, 45 degrees, summertime, super hot, buying some ice and like.
And going on their way.
Going on their way.
So
yeah.
so like how are they doing anything to keep this preserved, or
So
what
to
is
keep it preserved, first of all, the important thing is the structure. The structure in the bottom can be between 1 to 2 meters, which means 3 to 6 feet the thickness. So, and as it goes up to the top, it's going to be thinner and thinner. So this thickness in the bottom is going to keep the cool weather inside because the heat goes up all the time, you know.
Right.
And the other thing that when they were storing and the storing was finished, maybe in March, they were going to block every single hole and keep it inside for 1, 2, 3 months, all the way till end of May, beginning of June, and then they were going to open it up and selling it to people.
I see.
So this is the way to keep it
preserved.
keep it preserved.
Yeah, it's really the structure seems to still be intact. It's just sitting out here in the middle of a town, right? You would not expect to see anything like this. In the inside, it's about like 6 meters deep. It's extremely deep and just dark in there. But yeah, this place is pretty amazing, you know. And then there's another one up there. I'll show you in a few. That one seems to be a little bit larger.
Quite large.
Yeah, that one's quite big. And people here, guys, the people here are so lovely. I kid you not.
That one's like that. This one's
Yeah,
a keto.
look at that one there. This is like the grand pyramid. So does it go? Is it sitting on top of something, or is it the?
No,
Is
it's that high actually.
Is it that high?
It's the
Wow.
same
All right, guys.
level.
So you can see from where the actual wall starts to the top. It starts down here, but it goes all the way up. So it's even.
12 meters high.
Yeah, it's about like 12 meters high. So this is gonna be the bigger one. This is gonna be the smaller one there. Wow, this is pretty impressive, guys. Pretty impressive. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. All right, guys. Just made it to Isfahan. 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 I know my accent is crazy. Isfahan. We're in Isfahan. Just made it to the hotel. Grabbed my bags. This heavy bag. It's so heavy. It feels like I'm carrying a body in here. I'm not carrying a body, guys, but that's what it feels like. So, yeah, just making it in. It's fun here. This is the hotel that we're staying at. So, yeah. Let's check it out, guys. So.
تا آقا توی اتاق یا شما
Alright, guys, so got my room. Got to pick which room I wanted. I picked this one. Both of the rooms are identical, but the other room just had like a funny smell to it, so I chose this one. It's a queen size bed, single room, everything that you need in a hotel. The bed looks pretty firm. Yeah, of course it's firm, but there's a television, there's a table. I won't need that. There's some water, refrigerator, a safe. You can hang your clothes there. Is there AC? Where is the AC? Yeah, there seems to be some AC up here. Let's see how to work this. Cool. Turn this on. Okay. All right, and this is the restroom. I noticed how they have like these little disinfected things. I guess this is like a certification type thing, like certifying that it's been disinfected, a wrap. And if it's broken, it means it hasn't been disinfected or it's been tampered with. So towels, shower, slippers, sink, me. Yeah, and that's everything that a boy needs. Oh yeah, so this is the elevator. It's very old and, you know, but yeah, it gets the job done. Then this will kind of shut. Oh, well, this one is different. The other one had like these blinds that kind of like went, that did that. So yeah. All right, guys, heading to lunch. Wish I had space.
Capital of handicrafts in the Middle East.
Handcraft. Really, the capital?
I would say even the capital of art in the world.
Oh wow, interesting. So this happens to be the capital of handcraft in the world.
My belief.
Yeah, believe. Yeah. Look at these currencies they have there.
No.
It's from the place of armies. It's
Really?
Isfahan.
It's a restaurant here?
It's like a street shop.
Oh, okay.
Close the store.
Close
At
it?
like 1:30.
Uh-huh.
They go for siesta.
Siesta?
Yeah, they go for like sleeping, saying prayers.
Oh, okay, yeah.
lunch.
Yeah, like a midday break, yeah.
Yeah,
So that's why some of the stores are closed, because people, they take the...
These are going to be open around
Yeah.
5:36.
I don't blame them, man. Who wants to stay open all day?
And it's like hot.
Yeah, exactly. Man, they love sweets out here. Everywhere you look is sweets. Look at these donuts. Huge donuts. I love these sweets. Oh, that looks like some fried corn. Alright guys, so normally I would stop but we're actually about to eat. So later on I'll stop and try a little bit more things. Yeah.
سلام چطوری؟
How are you?
یه گز
Hi.
یه گز
What that mean?
Chitori. How are you?
How are you?
Dear guys, let's get some gas, sweet.
Oh, get something sweet. Oh.
The gas is the sweet of Isfahan. It's the confectionery of Isfahan.
Oh, okay. So he wanted me to get something sweet.
Yeah.
I see. Yeah. Well, I've seen that in certain parts of the world too. So looks like this part is experiencing some electricity outages.
2 hours a day.
2 hours per day. Guess we're gonna have to eat out.
So hopefully the place.
Yeah, hopefully the place has some electricity, right? All right. Well, this part has electricity. That's promising. All right, guys. So we are in the what's the name of this restaurant?
Kafe Azadigan.
Kafaz.
Cafe Azadigan.
Kafa is something. And when you walk in, it's full of like antiques. So it has like some antique shields, some antique guns, swords, some vases, just all kind of antiques up here. Some antique pictures everywhere. It's just really, really cool. Yeah.
What do you drink?
What they have? Water, Sprite?
Water and Sprite.
یه دونه اسپرایت بده.
Yeah, Sprite. Yeah. Nope. Nah, this looks good.
This is good.
This is Abgush.
Super traditional dish from Iran.
So it's a traditional dish from Iran. It kind of looks like, the consistency looks like potato salad. But it's orange. What is this?
It's a broth.
And what do you do with the broth?
Like this.
اینو بده اینو مال خودت بردار.
You want to eat like this?
I'm gonna taste it. I'm gonna taste it first, then I'll let you know.
So boys. Put the basil on top.
No, the broth is really good, actually. The broth is very good. Yeah, this broth is very good. All right, bye, guys. Yeah.
پلاستیک دارید به اینو بذارم داخل.
All right, guys, I am full.
چه بزرگی سپید خانم میگم من یکی
They're freaking out over a lizard. Imagine if that was a rat. It would be screaming. All right, man. What's your name?
My name is Yahya.
Yahya.
Yeah.
All right. What message do you have for the rest of the world?
Well, first of all, I want the world to know that we do not hate any people. We welcome everybody over here, even if it was American, French, German, Russian, Chinese, whatever it was. So everyone is welcomed in Iran. And the second thing, I want all the world to know that Iran is very safe over here. You can visit Iran very easily, and you will not feel that you're a stranger here. You are very welcomed. And I hope you to see you in Iran.
Nice. Thank you so much for your time,
You're most
man.
welcome.
Thank you. All right. What's your name?
I'm Ali.
Ali. What is your hope for the future?
I hope like people can start seeing Iran for its people, for its culture, and all the beauties it has got to offer, not just politics. I dream of a day that all the people and folks all around the world can come and visit and experience the great traditions, culture, and foods of Iran. And I believe with peace and open dialogue, we can build bridges where walls once stood. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome, man.
All right, guys. So we're standing in the second largest square in the world. I did know this until Ali and his wife told me this. So yeah, it's a lot going on. People are just sitting down. Kids are playing ball and just kicking balls all over people. And what kids do. There's some shopping centers in the back there. Yeah, this is a huge palace, and around the palace is actually the bazaar. And in the center there is there's a water fountain that they just turned on. And Ali, what is that piece up there again? That's the royal palace.
Big building, yeah, it's a palace.
Yeah.
It was like once the administrative section
Okay.
of the royalty.
Oh, shit.
That was used from like late 16th centuries all the way to the early 18th century while the Safavid kings were ruling over the country. But unfortunately, they just lost the power by the Afghan invasion back in 300 years ago.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Where are you from?
America.
America?
Yes.
Nice. I see Americans around.
I know, right? Thank you, brother.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Huh?
Oh, this is good. What is this? This is saffron?
This is our special drink. It's saffron with rose and cardamom.
Which one is it?
No, this is not the largest now.
Okay.
So, but like in 12, 13 years ago, it was like one of the largest. And actually, this bill used to worth like $45.
Wow.
Now it's almost like 60 cents,
Really?
70 cents, yeah, something like that.
Nice. So wait,
No, it's not
60
nice.
cents?
Yeah, it's not nice.
Wait, I just caught what he said. I'm like 60 cents. Wow, so inflation is really
crazy.
Inflation is really doing
Yeah, now like it's worth like 70 cents. Now it's like about 70 is about like 700,000 is $1.
700,000 of it is
Yeah.
$1 USD.
Yeah, now it's 500,000. It's less than $1 now.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah, nice.
Nice.
Nice. Hi guys. Exchange some currency. Their smallest bill is this 1 million.
No.
100,000
100,000.
Sorry. 100,000 is the smallest.
Yeah, which we
bill
call it
here.
like 100,000 reals. We call it like 10,000 toman, but we don't say like 10,000. We just like call it 10. The
10.
1,000 doesn't make sense because it's nothing.
I see. So you see how they have.
Yeah,
they have
500,000 reals.
it's
We
just
call it
the
50.
right because you see how only the 5 and the
Just
0
4
is
zeros
colored,
Must drop
and the
down.
4 zeros are in orange. The rest is in red. So let's let you know. That's smart though. These are some interesting looking bills. I haven't seen bills like this before. All right. All right. All right, guys. So we're in the Grand Bazaar. This place is 400 years old. It's not as crazy as the bazaar in Tehran. It seems to be a little bit more chill. But yeah, people just shopping with their families. That's about it. But yeah, typically up here. But this one doesn't have anything. There was one in the back that did have a little something. Some jewelry. Yeah. So everything you'll find, every typical thing you'll find in the bazaar is in this bazaar. So. Oh, look at this man's shop. Oh, all these antiques. Salam. Salam.
I'm not filming.
Oh, don't film. Alright guys, so we are in a handcraft store that we stopped in. And the man here, he's been painting, doing these paintings for many different years, over 50 years. So we decided to stop in and take a look at everything. And I'm really impressed. A lot of this comes from his imagination. Some of them are, you know, just poems, just poetry and stuff. And, you know, it tells a story. It tells a tale. Each one has its own story. Many of these are maybe like love stories. You can see two people in love. Yeah, this is like, looks like people are maybe going to pray. This looks like people are on a pilgrimage on camels. So again, very, everything has a story here. So, very nice. Okay.
The miniature is minimum size of nature. Follow with dream of the mind painters. You understand?
Yes.
Okay. Those are different subjects of Iranian culture. Another separation for design of Iranian literature and also poetry of Iranian poet. We have different kind material for painting. Now, best material is camel bone, and also in ancient time, the master painting on the ivory. Ivory is forbidden, and I use of camel bone for painting by watercolor, and also it is camel bone. It is very strong, and the color absorb on it, and you can keep it for a long time. And similar to is artificial bone, is chemical, is a plastic,
Okay.
is chemical, and like that one, similar to. And the color is a natural dye. I use a watercolor, and the brush is made by cat hair, a special brush for family works. It's made by myself for detail works. And those are also the polo game. Polo game is outside. Love story. This Shirin Farhad look like Romeo and Juliet, and also Iranian nomad. And talking of Persepolis of Zoroastrian, there's angel for Zoroastrian. And also Persepolis, Caravanserai, caravan, hunting, and portrait. Iranian poet, do you know is Omar Khayyam?
No.
No. The Omar Khayyam, he was very famous poet. He living about 1,000 years ago in Neyshabur, north Iran, in Khorasan. And also he was mathematician, and also he was astronomer. He's very famous. And the poetry of him is in the all the world is very important. And he said for life, for human, is he said, forget yesterday and don't worry for tomorrow, and enjoy today. And if you like, I can, there are face of him just 1 minute. And I have more than 50 years experience. My imagination and also my generation, they were painter. My father, grandfather, and also my family. I got diploma of art school more than 30 years ago, and I was teacher over there. Have a look, please.
So your father taught you how to do all this?
Yes, he was, and now he died. And also he was painter, good painter, famous painter.
So have you passed down this to any of, if you have sons, or have you taught them, or?
Yes, my sons also, he know, he has talent, but he drove like a student.
So typically, how long does like one painting take you to complete?
How long is I have more than 50 years. I have experience.
چقدر طول می‌کشه یه نقاشی بکشی؟
Depend on size and subject,
Okay.
and also, for example, this one days, and this one is 1 month.
Wow.
Different time. It is portrait of Khayyam. It is my sign. It is portrait of Khayyam. It's a fictional of my mind.
Oh, you just so this.
And
this
it
came
is
from
my
your mind.
visit card.
Nice. Can you turn it around one more time? All right, so he just drew this from his imagination. So this, I definitely can draw this. My handwriting sucks, but this is so detailed. It looks like like a real person. Like if you would have told me this came from his imagination, I would have thought that it was a painting of an actual person. You can see his beard. You can see the hair coming out of his cap as well. You can see some of his wrinkles around his eyes, depicting that he's maybe elderly, and his clothing. So yeah, wow, nice job. Nice job.
And also it is an artwork. It is my pictures in the artwork. It is published by Culture Ministry. This my picture and also my visit card. This one. And also one of my works.
Nice.
As a fight.
Well, thank you so much. All right, guys, this is his collection. It is a lot of different paintings, different sizes, but for the most part, there's small sizes around the size here, but there are some larger ones at the bottom there. And you can, as he mentioned, this is all handcrafted and hand painted. So this takes him a lot of time, and he puts a lot of effort in it. And this also comes from his imagination. So, wow.